Howdy, welcome back to your no bullshit golf warm-up. We're going to focus on a couple different things. First one being disassociation between our hips and our rib cage, and then we're going to start getting into our swing, how it feels, and how to start loosening it up. So we want a baseline. So first off, I'm going to get you going through your standard driver swing. Take note as to how things feel in the top of your backswing and the top of your follow through. First thing that we're going to work on is going to be our positioning and our balance. So from here, we're going to take our club in an underhand grip, pushing the arms back behind us and folding to 90-degree hinge at the hips. From here, we're going to make note of the shadow of our head on the ground, and we're going to try and keep our knees slightly bent, hips in the same position as we get the arms turning, keeping the shadow of our head in the exact same spot. So that way we start moving a little bit more like a chicken, where our shoulders are able to turn, get that T-spine mobilizing separately from our hips here. Again, the higher you take those shoulders, the more demanding it's going to be. So you can keep the hands low, keep everything twisting, or get the hands up a little bit higher if you're looking for some more aggressive work. Again, key component to this is making sure that your shadow of your head does not move on the ground. Next part that we're going to focus on is getting our lead leg a little bit more comfortable in internal rotation. So as we go through our follow through swing, we're going to notice that our lead hip might restrict us a little bit. That's why some people have a tendency to turn that lead foot out a little bit. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to take that lead foot, we're actually going to turn it in. From here, you're going to get into your full follow through, and I want you to lock out that knee, turning into that hip, and then you're going to flex the calf, quad, hamstring, and glute as hard as you possibly can, turning into that side, and in a way almost forcing that knee back towards the midline of our body. Get everything firing there, and then you can take a quick break, but you're going to turn into that side as many times as you feel that you need. Flex everything hard for about 5 to 10 seconds, and then relax and drop out of it. As for the shoulders, if you get into your backswing, what we're going to do here is loop our trail arm in front of our lead arm. We're going to engage the back of that rear delt by pushing it into the arm that we hooked around, and then we're going to start pulling the rest of that shoulder up. We can do the exact same thing for our follow through, for our trail arm. Again, getting that rear delt loosened up. So again, pushing the elbow into the arm that we're hooked around, and then dragging the arm and shoulder through our follow through. Next, we can work on loosening up our rib cage a little bit more. So this is where we're going to get into our backswing. As far as we can, we're going to take a large breath in, and then holding that breath, we're going to crunch down on our trail hip, bringing the armpit closer to it, and then crunching forward on our lead hip. And then with a big breath out, turning a little bit further. Same thing, big breath in, crunch down on the trail hip, crunch down on the lead hip, big breath out, turn a little bit further. Again, repeat it as many times as you feel you need on that side. Then we're going to do the exact same thing on our follow through. So big breath in, crunch down on the lead hip, crunch down on the trail hip, big breath out, rotating further, big breath in, crunch down on the lead hip, crunch down on the trail hip, big breath out, turning further into it. That should be the most generic, easy warm-up that you can go through to immediately start noticing a little bit more mobility within your golf swing. Best of luck.